Alright, this is Ken the analyst. We at Gigs Baked Potatoes, and we're about to show you some of the behind the scenes of how the food is prepped. Follow me. Alright, here we go. Here's the owner again. And here we start off the fresh potatoes. We got the grill right here.
Oh yeah, man. So what you whipping up on this first one?
Oh well, this is salmon and shrimp potato, which all our products we grill fresh right off the grill. Which this charcoal grill gives it a nice flavor. Combination with the sauces and the season that's on the fish, and that's I season everything. I season the fish, I season the vegetables. Well, it took somebody that had to tell me that to say that your potato is a little plain. So I take when people tell me something, I take it personal. Yeah. Because I'm looking to see them back as a customer. So
yeah, and you want to continue to make the product better. So you pretty much have to listen, as you go along. To change.
But putting your all into every sale, that is important, because like if I got one chance to try to get this customer, let me give them all I got.
Yeah.
Every time.
Right. Which is hard to do, but once you find yourself doing consistency over and over and over and over again, it's like I'm training my grandson in the cash register. And my thing is, he say, well, Grandma, they seem like they don't hear me. I'm like, talk louder. You got the music going, you got traffic, I say, we just gotta talk to the people. You gotta engage the people, because customer service is the front of what people is gonna get of your restaurant. Your food can be really good, but the customer service is poor, is bad, they won't come back.
Oh yeah.
So I'm making sure that the people I'm training to be at the window understand customer service, understand how to greet the people, and then when they give them their food with a smile and thanking them for coming back again.
So how do you keep up with the rush? Like, do you pre-cook a certain amount of dishes? Or do you cook everything in order?
My one of the best sellers is the salmon and shrimp or the jerk chicken. So I do pre-cook the jerk chicken, because I sell jerk chicken, a loaded French fried jerk chicken, and jerk chicken regular. So those things I keep on hand. But anytime you have a salmon,
they have to be fresh.
Lamb chop, I would say I got a marinated beef steak. So those things, I'm telling you, or even the Hennessy wings, they're 15 minutes.
Right.
But when I go, I'm now starting doing a Trinity Church now. So the first time they killed me, I ran out of potatoes. So what I did next time, I had potatoes stacked in here. And I was ready on Father's Day.
Oh yeah.
But unfortunately, it rained, and people just went on about their business. So then I did pre-cook, have cooked some salmon, I have cooked some things that way, because it'd take me 3 minutes to make a potato. Like 3 minutes to get out of the window. As long as your wait is, if there's a lot of people waiting, then that's going to be the wait for you waiting on the potato, even though if it takes 3 to 4 minutes.
Right. By the way, should I get one of those lamb chop joints, or is that possible?
Oh, yeah, that's real possible.
Oh yeah.
It's a jerk lamb chop.
Jerk lamb chop?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I jerk it for about quite a few days, about 3 or 4 days before it's actually sell it to someone. Even the jerk chicken, I jerk for 3 to 5 days.
Oh man.
To get the flavor in there. So you're gonna taste the flavor just gonna stand out, and it gives that lingering spice where you're like, man, this is good.
Yeah, look at that. I wish we was down with the round one and it was still sizzling.
This is crazy. This is like, it's like, it looked like, it's stacked like a dessert, kind of. Like their presentation. Yeah. All right. What I'm about to do to this is gonna be between me and God.
Yeah, this is a pretty nice size truck. How many people can be on this truck while it's in operation at a time?
Well, when I first, I was able to design this the way I wanted it. So, actually 4, 5 at the most.
5 at the most?
Yeah, 5 at the most.
Cashier, cook, prep?
You got a first cook, which is the grill guy who's going to drop all the grill food. Then you have a second cook which is going to make the potatoes.
Okay.
Then you have a third cook, which has my salad station down there, which will make the salads. I have this Beyond Banana Pudding. The reason why I say Beyond Banana Pudding because I put strawberries, bananas, and pineapples.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
This banana pudding is on the way.
Yeah? Yeah, it's we're about to try to Beyond Banana Pudding. It's it right now.
I love banana pudding. But I learned over the years how your mama used to make the little custard, and she used to take the egg whites and then they put it in the oven, and then now you got cold stuff. But I like my cookies to crunch. And those wafers, what I found out is the wafers, they get so soggy and so tough. So what I've done was I developed, which is a crust, which is graham crackers and little spices and sugar in it to give it a little flavor. I start that out at the bottom. Once I do that at the bottom, then I'll add a few pineapples. Once I add the few pineapples, then I add some strawberries.
Yeah.
Once I add the strawberries, I'll take some fresh bananas and then I'll go add my custards. It is an almond custard.
Almond.
Yeah, that's made fresh. Add a little whipped cream on there. Then people may be saying, where's the cookies? Well, I use Lord of Dooms. I'll take the Lord of Dooms, put them on the edge, because I like that crunch.
Yeah.
You know. And then to finish it off, we're gonna add some caramel. We still need a little crunch. There you have it, Gigs Beyond Banana Pudding.
All right, analysts, let's see how to like that.
All right, you guys, kids. All right, this is the Beyond Banana Pudding.
Yep.
About to do the first bite.
All right, let's do it.
I'll make sure you get some banana in there too. It's good. Really good. Very crunchy. This is like a something you treat yourself to. All right, And we are back. This is the Kommon Knowledge podcast. You got your host, Ken the Analyst, sitting right across from me. No Idols, aka No ID. And we have a special guest, business entrepreneur of Chicago.
Right.
Gig McFadden.
Yeah.
Owner of Gigs Baked Potato. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm doing very well.
Welcome to the show, man. Thanks for sitting with us.
All right, no problem.
Thank you for your time. I wanted to ask you, one day, I guess I could just get to like how I even came across your food truck, driving down 87 at college and seeing your food truck, curiosity led me to you and tasted one of your potatoes. I got, and it was amazing. And I was able to speak to one of your workers, which is
My son.
your son.
Right.
And he introduced me to you. Told me about you, told me that you was the owner, and I got on the phone with you, and here we are. My first question to you is, when did you start this, and when did you know that you was going to start Gigs Gourmet Baked Potato?
Well, I've been driving Uber. Actually, I'm a chef, and I've been driving Uber for the last 9 years.
Okay.
Kind of jumped off the bandwagon a little bit because the money was good.
Yeah.
And about 7 months ago, I did a few hours, which made me $162.
Okay.
They paid me 119.
Yeah.
Now I stopped driving. I was on the phone for about a half an hour, and it really ticked me out because you can play with anything, but you play with my money and my wife, you got a problem.
Yeah.
So what I actually did from there is I said, Lord, I need something. I need something. I got to do something different. So God said, you're a chef. You're a cook. He said, bake potatoes. He said, bake potatoes. So I said, baked potatoes. So family was having a little gathering. So I just grabbed me some lamb, some chicken, some cheese, and I made all these little bitty potatoes. And I took it to the gathering. They loved them. From there, I started going to beautician shops, barber shops. I would get in there and say, good morning. This is Gigs Gourmet Baked Potatoes. You had the rest. Now you got to try the best.
Oh, yeah.
And I have samples. I actually had samples. I did this for about 5 to 6 months. I was telling them I was getting a food truck. Most of them wasn't believing me. I made a business plan. Took me a while to put it together, but I finally put it together. I sought for loans to be able to purchase the truck. I knew exactly how much the truck cost. I knew the equipment that I need. I knew everything. It was like when I began to move forward towards it, it was like God already gave me the vision for it. So sometimes people say, well, we waiting on God. No, God was really waiting on me to surrender, to actually do the gift that he gave me so I can start a potato truck.
Okay. So, to rewind back a little bit, you got the vision, you got the idea, you already a chef, so you decide to do what you love instead of work for anybody. And what was the first step, like the very first step of getting the business moving? That was the first thing you had to do.
Well, the first thing I had to do is I had to inquire about money. And that's the hardest thing in starting a business, because most people will give you personal credit, put loans against your house, but you have to really be in business for years to actually get a business loan. I don't care how good your credit is. My credit was like 725 at the time, but still, nobody was giving me loans. They would give me $3,000, and I allowed these $3,000 to hold me up to get the big loan, because now I'm extended.
All right, so what was the first purchase that you had to get? Like, what was what was your first big purchase?
Well, my first big purchase, I started going to Restaurant Depot. I kind of knew that I needed containers. I knew I had to buy in bulk because I used to go there because I used to work for a place called Jazzwit.
Yeah.
So there I had to actually do their shopping. So I was familiar with Costco's, I was familiar with Sam's Club, I was familiar with GFS. Those are the stores I went. I knew the menu, what I wanted to sell. I knew I wanted to sell salmon. I knew I wanted to sell chicken. And I started grabbing these items, the bulk items from there, and other items I got from other stores because it's cheaper for me starting off.
Yeah.
I'm not big enough to just say, I'm just gonna go to one store and buy from them when I can be saving hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, so you pretty much, had to really be mindful on what you was buying first.
Correct.
Because the money it's a little bit, this is like a sensitive time, so there's no room for error.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So like, just to backtrack a little bit back to when you was getting with the loan, were you just looking for a dollar amount, or was you looking for a good interest rate as well?
Actually, both. Because if you got to understand, I know I need at least $80,000 for the truck.
Right.
And then I knew I needed at least 40 or 50 more for capital to pay my employees. But I wasn't able to get the other. So it's like paying Peter to pay Paul right now, but I'm staying afloat.
Right. So a year and a half in. So like, what was the first few weeks of business like? Was it hard finding locations, or you were already familiar with the city enough?
Well, I'm a person that I can talk to anybody and get along with anybody. So I would just walk up to establishments and say, "Hey, how you doing?" I say I got some samples of my food. I had a menu. And I started passing the menus out. I say, I have samples of jerk chicken. I have samples of Italian beef. I have samples of salmon. Would you like to try? And people say, I ain't got no money. I said, well, it don't cost no. A taste is free. A sample is free. I had a little cup. It was a little sample. Gave them a little spoon. They taste and they say, oh. Then I got to sell immediately.
Yeah.
From doing that.
And that's the risk too, because as a new business owner, I can't be giving nothing away. I gotta, because it goes through your mind, like, man, can I really afford this sacrifice?
I never did think about giving away, because one of the things I learned over the years, you got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
So giving away and giving a taste, you incline customers that who can be coming to you forever.
They can be long term.
They're long term. But if I knew what I knew, because none of these, I had about 21 to 25 places I used to go to every day, 5-6 days a week. But none of them come to my truck. Only an unfortunate thing about that, there are jobs where they can't get out. They working 10 to 12 hours, they grinding.
Yeah.
Just like I'm out here grinding. And that's one of the things that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a smaller version of this, like a truck with heaters on it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have people come in and go on their routes to be able to do that as well.
Already pre-cooked, already pre-sold, because that's the thing that you have to consider when you go into like these other companies and stuff like that. Some people have got a tight break schedule, so they may only have 15 minutes and they may only have 30 minutes, and they already losing 5 just walking through your truck. So they probably won't have any time to wait on the food. So that's why I like the smaller trucks that's already pre-cooked and wrapped up.
Right.
Bam and go.
Right.
So
and that's what I was pretty much doing when I was going. I was in my SUV. I got a warmer here, a cooler in the back, keeping cool things cold, keeping things hot, and just going back and forth.
Yeah.
And it worked out pretty good, actually.
But just to take even a few more steps back, because you was like, I'm a chef. So can you speak a little bit about your love of food and when you started cooking?
Well, I started cooking back in 1986. I came to Chicago, visit all my kinfolks.
Oh, you say you're not from Chicago?
No, I came back. I'm originally born in Chicago.
Okay.
But everybody said, there's no jobs. I just graduated in 1984. I'm like, there's no jobs. And then I started looking at them and the areas that they lived in, and I never went back and visited them again.
No wonder I have no job.
And I found the job that same week.
Yeah.
Me and my one of my partners who we just graduated, we had no plans to go to college, to go to school, and we found a job on the north side called Justin's Restaurant.
Okay.
We started bussing dishes. I went from brushing dishes to cutting potatoes to cutting cheese to bread and vegetables, and that took on. We started doing a little grilling, doing a little cooking. They showed us how to make chili. We started making soups. Year and a half in, they didn't make the quality of money that they thought was a sports bar. They thought they was gonna make. So me and my friend, we ended up taking over the kitchen. Coming in the morning, making a soup, an appetizer, a dessert, a full course meal every day.
Yeah.
We did that for 2.5 years. I'll never forget it. I was asking for a raise because when I first started, I started at $3.35. People said $3.35. Yeah, $3.35. And I was just asking for a raise to get like $4.50. And the guy didn't give me a raise, and I was pretty teed off about it. So I ended up quitting that job. And I ended up finding a place called Houston's Restaurant 3 months later. And that's where my stepping stone became at the Houston Restaurant, because they're all over the country.
Yeah.
I became one of their key employees, one of their key grillmen. But I didn't stop there. I just kept learning. After 13 years, I decided to go to chef school, Kennedy King Culinary Arts School, to get my license.
Oh, culinary arts school.
Yeah, so, and then I kind of took a shala when I told you I was starting driving Uber, because, started working at places like Christ Hospital.
Yeah.
And I had hurt my back. And that's Uber came in because I couldn't do nothing else but sit down. And I kind of let that handicap me. But years later, this vision came. A lot of people say, I just made 60 last week. And my wife is about ready.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Yeah, thanks. My wife is about ready to retire. But I'm just starting my dream.
And it's crazy when you say that now you're living your dream. You just hit 60 and now you're living your dream. And then, a lot of people, they think that it's too late. And it's never too late to act on your vision. It's never too late to act on something that you're passionate about. Right. And it's just, the thing is just getting away from getting surrounded by the right people and getting away from the right people too.
Yeah.
To push forward through your life. You working in the city, and it's so many city laws and coordinates and stuff like that. What was the procedure of getting your license to have a food truck, to work in the city of Chicago, and to go to certain areas? Like, what is the process of that, and how does that work? And how does that work?
Well, the process of that is very strenuously. I'm still in process.
Okay.
I put in for my license like, what was it, May something?
Yeah.
May, I paid for my business license, went to the Board of Health, had to get information about papers. Unfortunately, I got my truck built in Miami.
Okay.
So they didn't quite build it the way Chicago laws is. So now I'm in transition, how to transition to do it the way Chicago wants it. To getting permits, Chicago's very slow. They're very rigorous of trying to, there's so many people trying to, get in businesses and doing this and doing that. So I was able to find a young man who brought me aboard. There's like 5 or 6 chefs. And they were showing me different things, how to get. So I found somebody to actually work on my truck.
Yeah.
Because I got to transition my generator actually to the gas tank. Chicago laws say you can't put gas directly to the generator.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's one of the big P's that I'm working on doing.
I'm sorry. what are the going price for something like that to get that swapped out or to get that changed correctly?
Well, that price for that is $3,000 just to do that.
Okay, so just getting your, going through the city stuff and transitioning to the city laws is pricey along with waiting for them to give you your approval.
Correct.
So, like, without the approval, are you able to operate just because you've applied for it?
Yes, I'm able to operate. I'm able to operate in share kitchen and prepare food because I have my license. I have my what they call Serve Safe.
Yeah.
Then I have my city license. It's called a food handler's license.
Okay.
Then you need an allergy license because you got to know what food, what you putting in food. If customers come and say, is any cheese, is there any dairy, is it any seafood, and those kind of things. I have to take my staff and tell them it's a very important. You need to tell them what's in the product before they buy.
Yeah. No cross contamination.
Correct.
Right. Yes.
But I keep bringing it back. I'm the king of bringing it back today. But just to go back to when you was talking about you creeping up, you just hit 60 and you chasing your dreams. Have you had any detractors trying to give you like why now? Why even try now?
You know what? Somehow you have to be like a horse. A horse, they put the visors on a horse so it can only see in front of you.
Yeah, the blind, yeah.
If they're riding downtown, they got cars coming, buses, and they're focused on what's ahead of you. I'm focused on what's ahead of me.
Right.
I'm not looking for the bad comments of people because I've learned over the years.
It'll drag you down.
It'll drag you down. Like when I was going to the barber shop. You just got haters. You got some people want it, and some people say, "Oh man, that's good." Other people say, "Oh man, I make better." Blah blah blah.
Oh.
I'm not trying to
be in competition.
I'm not trying to be in competition with everybody. That's how people say, "Well, you're working behind a taco truck." Well, I'm not selling tacos, and if I do sell tacos, they're going to be better than his tacos. But I'm not trying to be in competition. Right. I'm just trying to do what I'm skilled to do and be able to give the people a good product and good flavor that'll leave them with a taste that brings them back for more.
Yeah.
So that's my goal.
So
that's real inspiring too.
Yeah. So when it comes to baked potatoes and your product and everything, like, where do you go to get the potatoes? What season?
Nah, bro. You can't give up the game.
Oh, okay.
Man. I'll tell you this. I had a friend come over to help me cook. He said, "Man, you gonna show me all your recipes?" I said, "Yeah, I'll show you. I got 1,000." So what you may seem to try to make what I make,
you're not gonna be able to duplicate it.
You're not gonna be able to duplicate it.
It's measurements.
Right, it's measurement and flavor.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference in just like my wife said, "Oh, you what they call a recipe man."
Right.
I said, your mama has a cake recipe that she makes a gourmet cake, and you still trying to make that cake that your mama made. And if you don't do exactly what she did, you'll never get the same results that she did. So my thing about me working at Houston for that many years, we did taste plates every morning at 10:15. We open at 11. And the food has got to taste exactly the same every day. So that's the consistency that I'm getting or trying to get and prepare each and every day.
So you cannot be off of measurement. So whatever pinch or whatever measurement or seasoning you put, you can't overdo it and you can't underdo it because it throws everything off.
Well, I wouldn't say that because you'll get people who diabetics and don't supposed to have salt and sugar, but first thing they do is get the salt and pepper. And then they'll ask me, "You got any peppers?" I'll say, "It's a little season pack in the thing, But I don't worry about those people because I'm not trying to kill nobody.
Yeah.
It's called Gigs Gourmet. So I'm giving healthy products to people that who could be diabetic or high blood pressure.
Hypertension.
They can eat my food and won't have to worry about. Now don't mess with the Hennessy wings. But But I majority of my products I sell are organic products, and they're products that's going to give good flavor and good taste.
Okay.
Well, the first question I had when Ken first told me about you, which I was question I sure that you've gotten is why potato? Because but it leads to the compliment of you being able to be parked behind that taco truck, because you're never going to be parked behind a potato truck, so you can really go anywhere and provide somebody with a unique experience. But why potatoes?
Well, my thing is, when I was working in Houston, we made one potato, and that potato was called a loaded potato, where it has sour cream, butter, cheese, scallions, and bacon. Now, my mind said, I'm going to do that same concept, but I'm going to put a meal on a baked potato with a flavorful sauce that keep people coming back for more and more and more. So that's where that concept came from. I just thought that doing the potato on the plate, and when I designed the pictures on the truck, they said that's not going to look like that. I said yes, it is. It's going to look exactly like that. I may change a bit different because I put a little sauce on the top, and things, just to making sure that when I'm giving a 8 to 12, 14 ounce potato. Yeah. So you want, if you're eating a potato, you don't want to, before you get done with the potato, have a dry potato with no sauce. Yeah.
So when purchasing all your products, when what was there how did you know how to price everything to make sure that you not only make a profit for you and your company, but to make sure that you make a profit for yourself too and pay yourself?
Well, I try to keep my food costs under 40%. The goal is 33, 35. The products I sell, just say if I sell a salmon, that salmon may cost me $350. To make $350 to make that potato, or $5 to make that potato. But the concept of doing it with all the costs and all the rules and regulations that the city has, you need a business license. You need it's truck insurance. Matter of fact, I bought this truck, and I got license, the registration license. It cost me $465. Now I bid it. That was 6 months ago. Now I got to go back before the 25th and pay $546. They re-registered the plates because, I guess they say these are business owners. Let's stick it to them.
Yeah.
Which is hard and difficulty, but that's just areas that you'll get through. Yeah. They come and go. You have good days, you have bad days. So, and I'm just going to the rigmarole with good days and good bad days, because I can do a good day $1,000 by myself. But I'm trying to get employees because I had an opportunity and chance maybe to do the NASCAR.
That came to Chicago.
No, they're going to Joliet. They're in Joliet. Yeah. Right now they're in Indianapolis. Yeah. Then they're coming to Joliet the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. Yeah. I just didn't feel comfortable. I could have did it. I didn't feel comfortable not having a solid staff.
If you get hit with that rush, tough.
Right, because
and not being able to keep up and their people, upset. Yeah.
Because what I told my son is, had the opportunity at the same location you guys was at, and I had Shy Cass, young lady, came and said she needed a food truck. I said, well, how many people you got? She said, I got a cast of 120 people.
Damn.
So I pulled my sign out. I was just on the truck by myself. I called my wife, couldn't get my son. I said, go and wake him up. I got 120. Tell him bring some more chicken, bring me more this, more of that. For 3.5 hours straight, they emptied my truck. Damn. I don't believe we sold 120 people because they also had cold food as well. Yeah. But for 3 hours straight.
That was a good day.
It was a very good day. That was the best day I had so far.
But was you ready for that pressure? Did you?
Well, I'm used to the pressure.
Right.
I mean, I worked in restaurants that make $2,000 to $3,000 an hour.
Oh,
Where I didn't cut 9 prime ribs, cook 400 steaks. So Houston really got me the job. I worked for 18 years, really got me ready for what I'm doing now. But I didn't get this truck to work. I got this truck for investment. I got this truck to hire young men and young women who would get a chance to get a job. So I got this truck so I can hire,
Give opportunity
to other people, and maybe actually get a chain of restaurants, and still develop and tell people and show people what God can do if you put your mind in the right frame. So that was the purpose of me getting the truck. Not that I'm 60 and that it's finna wear me out. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna allow it to wear me out because I'm used to working at a fast pace. So to me it's easy.
Yeah.
It's just developing my people to be able to do it hour after hour after hour. Because that 3 hours is good. And I think that 3 hours we probably made $1,500.
Oh yeah.
That's real good. That's real good because you got some people that's working 60 hours a week and not even touching that. So,
But so is this your first step into ownership?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It's I can't say it. I guess it's never been my dream. I guess I used to say, I'm gonna make $1 million, I'm making $1 million. And I thought I was gonna do it by selling that lasagna that I learned in my first restaurant that I worked in. But that wasn't it. It was me actually using the gift that God gave. God gives everybody a gift. And if you take that gift and use it to your advantage, that gift will take care of you. It's just like Michael Jordan.
yeah.
Oprah Winfrey, Tiger Woods. Their gift just brought them forth, and once you master the first gift, then everything else just comes. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm mastering this. Now that I've mastered, now is time for I'm building a team, so that I can go downtown, so that I can do a NASCAR, so that I can do the Taste of Chicago, so I can give people say, "Oh, you ain't been downtown, you ain't doing the taste." No, I haven't. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You know when the time is right.
Right, but my staff is not ready. I'll be ready next year. We'll be ready. I'll have a good enough staff of people to be able to go do things like that. Because you can't go to Taste Chicago with 3 people.
Yeah.
But even like you said, that this is your first step into ownership. You still seem like overly prepared for this to be your first time out here. Like a lot of people, will get out here, bump their head before they find success. So, in the sake of sounding like a job interview question,
Well, you gotta understand. I've tried a lot of things.
yeah,
I failed at a lot of things.
That comes with it.
And we fail at stuff that we're not good at. We fail at stuff that's not our gift. And when I actually truly got into the gift of a cook, of a chef, and of a teacher to be able to teach somebody else what I've learned, because a lot of people say, I got this guy and got this recipe. I say, man, that's good, man. You gotta I'm gonna die with this. Well, what are you gonna die with something when you can profit from it? When are you gonna die with something that the world can enjoy?
You're forever. You're leaving a legacy. You'll forever be remembered.
Correct. And that's what pretty much what I'm trying to do. Leave a legacy of becoming a humanitarian, helping young men and young women get off the ground and let them know that they can do it. A lot of people say, well, my daddy went there, my mama went there. Yeah, I had that problem situation too. But they didn't bring you into the world, God did. And when you look at it at that point, what can my father teach me if he was an alcoholic?
yeah,
How to drink? How to smoke?
Yeah, and two things I want to touch on when you say God's gift, right? That is something that I feel like you get a window with that. Like out of nowhere you may get visions, and you have to do something with that vision because only God can put these type of things in our head.
Right.
But we're getting ready to wrap it up. I do got one more question for you. What what was a rookie mistake that you made getting into this ownership business, and you caught it right away?
Well, I mean, only rookie mistakes I've made is probably getting busy, and maybe they ordered a burger, but they got hot wings.
Okay, so
yeah.
So, those mistakes I was making actually on Cottage, and and then I had to start to think, hold up, and I had to buy checks, cards, give out numbers, and say they need to come back with this number. If they don't have this number, they can't get their food. Just like you go to a place, you don't have your receipt, you can't get the food. So I had to quit making those mistakes because I'm a type of person, you got one time to please me. If you fail that time, I won't. If I say I'm not coming back, I'll never come. I'll go 5 or 6 miles before I come back.
And and pretty much you took like how you feel and how you take stuff to how a customer may feel if you mix up their order.
Correct.
After waiting X amount of time.
Correct.
But this is something new.
I do. And I want to just thank you for letting sitting with us. I could tell you got a whole wealth of knowledge. I wish we could talk with you longer. But one thing
we got to revisit.
Yeah, we have to come
better situation, better. Yeah.
But I will say one thing I'm definitely taking from this is that because even us, we in our 30s, late 30s, but like we have felt the time like man, are we getting too old to still try to chase our dreams or something like that? But you can't let those thoughts really get into your head because it'll cripple you. So right. You gotta fight as much as you can, as long as you can.
All right. We're getting ready to wrap it up. This is Kommon Knowledge Podcast. Where can they find you? Where do you mostly be at? Where are you going to be at next week?
Well, I'm going to be a little bit everywhere. I got a couple of things booked. It's a health fair on 79th on Saturday.
All right.
I'm going to be probably back on College. I'm looking for a few more areas.
All right.
But this QR code, actually, that's how you guys called me today.
Yeah.
That's actually my phone service that comes directly to my line.
Okay.
But when I'm busy, sometimes I can't get to the phone or I don't hear it. When I see it, I'll call back.
Yes.
So that's one way you can get me with my QR code, and it'll give you a direct line to my website.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you how to get the website, or if you want to speak to somebody in person, you'll actually get me.
Okay.
And I'll tell you exactly where I'm at. Because until I find a spot that I'm really making what I need to make, then I'm gonna keep moving.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
My slogan is, you had the rest, you gotta try the best.
All right. Make sure you check out Gigs Baked Potatoes in Chicago. It's a really good food truck. Some of the best baked potatoes I've had. A lot of good selections. And once again, I'm glad you took the time to sit with us. I'm glad to sit with a Chicago entrepreneur. And to get some insight and some game, and to share with other people so they can be inspired too. And know that it's never too late to follow your dreams and to start something. This is Kommon Knowledge Podcast. You got Ken the Analyst, No ID, Mr. Gigs right here, and we're out.
All right.
This is like something you treat yourself to. And quite a surprise, but you didn't know the gourmet baked potatoes. We also have the sweet treat. Yeah. Very crunchy.
Oh, wow. Come on, don't do me like this. Don't do me like this.